We've done Spas Creek before, but this is our first time camping on the trail. So the trail goes through the Daniel Boone National Forest, and at the beginning, when it's still mostly a gravel road, there's 3 or 4 primitive campsites. And it's awesome because you go right out of the campsite into a little bit of mud and you're right on the trail. I mean, it's just so convenient. I guess it's the equivalent of like camping at an off-road park. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend it to everybody because the trail starts out pretty easy and it gets more and more difficult as you go, and you can just go as far as you want and then turn around and head back. I'll put a link to the location down in the video description. Just be sure to pick up your trash and any trash you see along the way. So it's a 2019 and it has the 2-inch Ironman suspension and larger BF Goodrich KO2s. If you want to know more about the build, I made a video about it and I'll put a link to that at the end. Most of the tricky sections have bypasses, like I'm just over there in a little bit more mud, just for the fun of it. You could stay on that nice gravel and take just about any vehicle through a decent part of the trail. Ouch. So I did hit the steel bumper on that rock trying to crawl up onto it. But that's what it's for. And just knocked a little paint off. I'll touch it up with some spray paint. Had to get a couple pictures. And of course I hit it on the way down too. Whoops. It sounds really bad inside the car, but from the outside I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's not really a big deal. It's kind of what it's made for. So I found some silty mud, and I was hoping that it would get me stuck. I was looking for an excuse to use my winch. But X-Mode does a great job of controlling wheel spin so you don't dig yourself deep and helping you get through. If you watch it closely, you'll see that wheel kind of pause, 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 and that's the X-Mode sending torque to the other side. If you want to see me use the winch, we did find a really steep hill, and we made a video of that, so I'll put a link to that at the end. I stabilized this shot with some fancy software, and it's really enjoyable to watch that suspension move and articulate. One of the advantages of having a unibody is that you have a really low center of mass, so you can get away without running sway bars. And it still has good on-road manners. I mean, I wouldn't autocross it, but the advantage is that as soon as you get to the trail, you have awesome articulation and a really, really comfortable ride. It's really beautiful down there. This is in the evening. The sun's about to dip below the hills. But one of my favorite trails. I'd love to hit this doing like 30, but considering the bumper cut, there's a large possibility that I could throw muddy water all over my engine bay. And so sadly I can't partake in the big splash fests. This is my favorite shot. It's the last one, but Alex did such a great job. Looks like a big route, but yep, right over top. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to know more about the build, check out the video on the top left. If you want to see the winch in use, click in the top right. And if you want to see some night driving, got some of that in the bottom left. And if you want to see me drive down a creek, bottom right. Thanks for watching.